Happy April Fools. Cammie's pregnant. No, she's not. Whoop, got you.
Oh my God.
Okay. I don't think you are. Banana split leftovers. This room needs to be dusted.
Seven made cinnamon crumb muffins yesterday for breakfast this morning. And that is the muffin that I like when we go to Avenue Brew.
Good
Still some
morning.
Can you pour it out?
Hi.
No, buddy, you gotta pour out.
Hi.
Seven.
Pick them up.
We totally missed the announcement,
You gotta put the liquid in there. Honey, you can't.
but yesterday someone turned 7 weeks old.
Not right now, honey.
Oh, look at it smiling.
This morning is getting this beef dish in crock pot ready in a crock pot. This is our good friend Amber's recipe that I'm making. So Amber, if you're watching this, thinking of you today.
I feel like this is the life. I just had a muffin that my son made and it was actually really good. I'm drinking coffee with my wife. Your boob's hanging out. We're just relaxing. We got some work to do today, but we know that it's gonna get done. We know that we're gonna be resting today, and that provides a good like finish line for us. It's 9:35. Feels nice.
We do have a good life.
I'm like really thankful right now. The sun's coming in.
Our neighbors just had a bunch of kittens. We're gonna go see them.
And they're willing for us to adopt them. His name's Rainier.
Oh,
Look at
so cute.
The kids told me I had to come down here and look at the kittens, and I was like busy working, and I told him no, and then he came back again and said you have to come. It was worth it.
Yeah. Right, right.
Because they teach it so different now.
Yeah.
So when you homeschool kids, do you have like a special for the state of Kentucky?
Someone asked in the comments over the last few days about my parents living in our backyard.
In 2012, we moved to Kentucky.
We had grown up on the West Coast our entire life. It was really tough because moving out here meant moving away from all of my family. And we did it very abruptly, completely unannounced, unplanned. It just happened.
Even just thinking about it makes me realize, oh man, that must have sucked for...
After living in Bellevue for about 8 months in a 1-bedroom apartment, we finally bought this house here. This house right here, which was like falling down. I mean, it was literally falling down. This guy had bought it, we had heard, and he had bought it for $30,000 and he had put $15,000 into it. So it was kind of like worth $45,000, and we offered him $15,000 for it. And he accepted the offer. So now, the week we're closing on this house we now own for $15,000, and we had no idea what we were gonna do with it.
When we first bought our house, there was a wall that went right through this garden. And we decided to knock it down.
Pretty soon after that, we realized that we needed to completely remodel this house, and it was gonna take a lot of money. We probably invested almost close to $100,000 into it. Actually, I think maybe more. We did this with wanting my parents to move there. Most of our life has been spent living like a lot of you guys. You know, you're raised by your parents, you appreciate it. Then you go off to college and you go off to get a job, and maybe you see parents or grandparents at holidays. I was a part of a very successful internet business that made millions of dollars, more money than I had ever imagined. Making that much money helped me realize most of the things you can buy with money actually aren't that important. But in those years, we realized that family is the most difficult and the most important aspect of our life on earth. So we started changing. When this property became available, Cami and I knew that the best use of our money and our time and our property was to try and pull our family together. When we were making a lot of money, I had a lot of ideas for money, but they were all like big and lofty things. Like I wanted to do internet startup companies and make more money and buy all these properties. And now I was thinking very small. I was thinking about my parents and my backyard. No,
it isn't small.
It's not small, yeah. We've realized it's really the biggest. My parents were really firmly rooted in Seattle. We were willing to put all of our life savings into trying to get them to move out with us. I can't emphasize enough, like it might seem normal now, but that was like a huge decision for us.
In our culture, you know, I think we felt like we're starting over. Family, we love family, but we don't need family. But we've really changed a lot of our beliefs that you don't start over. This has been going on for a long, long time.
My mom is way into gardening, and I got her to kind of sketch out a design of what her dream garden would be on a napkin. So then I built it in the backyard. And I kind of did this to try and lure my mom to come out here. It was a design there and with kind of a sitting area. It worked.
2 years later, August of 2014, Ben's parents moved out here. And in preparation of them moving out, we got them these 2 rocking chairs that we're sitting in right now. The kids carved their names into them. Hominy, which means grandmother, and Korean.
Right there.
And Papa. These rocking chairs were really symbolic for us to say, we really want to see you every day. And we really want to be a part of your life every single day and want our kids to be a part of your life every single day. We want to see you in your rocking chairs every single day.
We want to get old together. It's amazing that they haven't been stolen yet. Most of you guys that have seen our vlog for a while, you see what our life looks like now.
It's really cool because the kids get to hang out with their grandparents, take the baby at least once a day, but usually several times. One of the kids will bring the baby over there and I'll be like, where's my baby? And they help with school. My mother-in-law makes 3 dinners a week for us. More than I could have ever asked for. They're a huge blessing in our lives. And I just feel like there's just a richness of having, you know, 2 generations daily interacting with us. You know, we have the older generation.
Hey.
I get this sense that we don't know how special that is. And that when Ben and I become grandparents, it'll finally probably sink in more.
When we offered this to my parents, we didn't see how helpful it would be. That's not why we did it necessarily. And it hasn't always been easy or just helpful. You really have to believe in something that we can't see, at least in our culture. Family, especially older generations, is really pushed aside to nursing homes, and we think,
discarded.
Yeah, older people are like worthless and there's newer, better things going on. What we've learned is there isn't newer and better things going on. And the best thing that we have to do is to make the relationships with our family members stronger and do whatever we can to do that. And maybe you don't have a $15,000 house in your backyard, or maybe you think your family's inaccessible. We've felt that way too. But if there's anything that you can do, even if it's a dinner 1 night a week or a phone call, we think it's worth it.
It can be hard. I don't really want to get into how hard, but.
This has been the largest financial investment of our last 5 years. We have not regretted it for 1 second. One of the things that I've tried to do with my parents ever since they've moved here is to go out to lunch with them every Friday. Sometimes it feels pretty busy, especially because it's right for the weekend and it's like crunch time. It's been valuable for me as everything else seems more urgent and more important just to keep this as a placeholder on my calendar. My dad picked the restaurant today.
Not in my clothes.
Alright.
Well, we could have been a missionary like Philippines or India, but I decided to come to Kentucky to be missionary for my grandchildren. How about that?
That was a really good lunch. We just talked about each of the different kids, our different kids, and they were able to share some of the things that they wish they had done differently with us, which is really helpful to hear because it might save us the trouble of having to relearn all those lessons. Hello!
Hello.
What have we here?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Ben, I can't believe that you did that.
I want these people to think that we are wholesome homeschoolers, that we never do anything like that.
Proper and prudish.
You guys say Shabbat Shalom every day.
We'll say Shabbat Shalom, but we're going to do that in a little bit. Not yet, but the meat's cooking. We're getting ready. Yum. We just finished another week.
We get another opportunity this week to be reminded.
Come on.
We get another opportunity this week to be reminded again where our rest comes from. It doesn't come from ourselves. It doesn't come from what we can do, how good we can be. It comes from God and what He did for us. So that's really cool. I hope you have a good rest this weekend. Tomorrow is donut day for me. Yay!
That's what Cammy's really looking forward to.
Yeah, I am. Can't lie. Can't lie. Can you see this face? Can't lie. We appreciate you guys and thank you for, especially those of you who comment.
Hey, one more second.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Holy crap, there's so many TVs in this place. Look at that.